Do you think French food is fancy and expensive? Think again. I'm about to show you how to make bechamel sauce, which is the creamy, dreamy base behind tons of classic French dishes, using just a few basic ingredients that you probably already have. This is how you eat like you're in Paris, on a budget. Okay, so this is everything that you'll need here. I've laid it all out to show you, but a lot of these add-ins are optional. The three main ingredients you're going to need are the 3 cups of milk, the 4 tablespoons of flour, and the butter here, the half stick of butter. But a lot of these other things you can add in, based on what you like. But I personally like garlic and onions, and I like to add the imitation crab meat to give it some more protein. But I'll just go ahead and try to get it all in one shot for you. You're going to want to put the pan on medium heat to start out here. And since I'm using the chopped onions, I'm just going to go ahead and roast those or cook those for around a minute or so and just get them kind of translucent before I put all the other ingredients in to make the sauce. So I'll just go ahead and just put a little bit of non-stick cooking spray here. And then you can just put the onions in here if you're using onions. We're also going to just give the onions a little bit of salt here. So now that we have the onions cooked up here a little bit and here, you can go ahead and add your minced garlic here. Well, that's what I'm going to do. That's my optional add-in, but you can add in whatever you want here. And then you're just going to cook this for another 1 to 3 minutes just to get it all blended in there. So now that this part is finished, we're going to add our half stick of butter and get that melted. Okay, so now that the butter is melted, we're going to go ahead and add our 4 tablespoons of flour here, and we're going to make our roux, which is what you get when you combine the melted butter and the flour together. To make the roux, you just have to just mix it all together, and you'll want to cook this for about 1 or 2 minutes just to cook up the flour a little bit, so you don't have that taste of raw flour later on. If you're finding this French cooking tutorial helpful, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. So now we're going to start adding our milk to the sauce, to our combination here. And the thing is, you won't want to add it all at once. You'll just want to add about a cup of the milk at first, and then just mix it up with the roux and get everything situated. And then after that, you can keep adding the rest of the milk. So after adding the first part of that milk, you will just want to mix it all together here and just cook it for a minute or two and just like I said, let it get situated. So that looks pretty good. I think we're good to go ahead and add the rest of the milk. So you're just going to mix it some more here. After you've added the milk, you can go ahead and add some of your other seasonings that you want to add to the sauce to make it your own if you'd like. But this stage is the part where you have to be really patient because you're just going to be stirring it and making sure it doesn't stick to the pan, and you'll have to maybe turn up the heat just a little bit because you're going to want to boil off the liquid and get the process started for the sauce to thicken. So I'll go ahead and add in some of the Old Bay seasoning here. I'll save some for later. I'll just mix it in. And then I'll add in some salt and some black pepper. Okay, so now we can go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and add the imitation crab meat here so that can get warmed up. Okay, so now we'll just wait for this to thicken up, and we'll check in a couple minutes. And we'll keep it during this thickening process. We'll keep it on medium heat. If the sauce is getting a little bit too thick, you can go ahead and add some chicken stock or chicken broth here to it. What I did was I just put it in the cup and just microwaved it so it would be nice and warm for when I added it to my sauce. So you can just go ahead and add this. You have to be really careful because you don't want to dilute it too much. You can just add it in little by little and mix it up until you're happy with the consistency. And this is what it looks like. So that is how you make one of the mother sauces of France that the French just love to eat. And so now that you know how to make one of the most popular dishes from France, go ahead and check out some of my other French tip videos that I'll have up on the screen. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.